Mama loved Will Henson before the whiskey took his mind.
Basically now I am just drawing the logo. So you're seeing history in the making. Great logos on different products out there. Rarely do you get to see the artist actually making the logo, but you are today on Crossroads Wine.
They don't come around much anymore, most of the time.
Well, Will just seemed to drift from job to job after that. Even worked for them Bass boys over in Vinton. One day he made a comment under his breath about Danny Bass's ponytail. Of course, Danny went upside his head with a 12-pound torque wrench. Pat just sent the paperwork on over to the hospital.
They don't come around anymore.
Now I put kind of a little bit of a mountain scenery back here to give it some depth and let you know that that crossroads is out in the middle of the desert somewhere. And then we'll just give it the actual name here.
Look at that.
And I studied lettering and graphic arts in college. I got my master's in it, as you can tell. Because I'm not going by any template. This is freeform.
But the question is, what kind of grades did you receive in school growing up for penmanship?
Now, one thing you're going to notice here, see everything's in all caps, which caps is short for capitals. Everything's in all caps except the I in wine, and that's what kind of, if you ever notice on famous logos, sets them apart. It's something different, like why is that lowercase I in there? And then what I have to do right here is put a little R in a circle and a TM. The R stands for registered trademark, and the TM stands for tomorrow. There you go, Crossroads Wine. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to take a break here. We're going to have a drink
Can
of
I do something for posterity? It's kind of like Hollywood. You know when they have those lights?
Ah,
What?
that's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, when you've got a premiere, you better bring the lights.
What an effect.
Very good. Excellent effect. We're going to take a little break and drink a beer, and when we come back to our next scene, I will actually be putting the box together. It's called box construction in this business. Box construction. Alright, now we're going to, technically this is just called, it's production. It's manufacturing of the box. So we're getting rid of all this junk back here. And we're going ahead. So Grant's going to bring in some duct tape. While I was drawing that, I worked up a powerful thirst, so I took a little trip from North Carolina down to south of the border.
I'm on work release, so I got to be back by midnight.
Alright, let's get this baby, just tape that seam right there.
That didn't go well. All right, look at that. Look how you had this worked out ahead of time.
Well, I draw things out. A lot of times in my sleep, things will come together of how to do this. Sometimes just relaxing, lay it out in the field in a hammock or something, ideas will form like this of how to put things together.
But I have a question. Did you actually drink the soy milk?
No, I found this in the trash.
Alright. It's like a lot of women I know.
Yeah.
It's found them in the trash. And a piece of pizza too, right?
It's pizza, trash and pizza.
There you go. Look at how this is coming together. I feel like I'm on Mr. Rogers.
All we need is to run, this is called a safety latch right here. And that's just so that seam
here,
back up about 2 inches.
okay.
come right here.
Right.
Easy, easy.
All right.
Look what you almost did. You almost came in on the logo. That's it. That's it.
That's it? So you want me to lose the duct tape?
I think that's it. What we're ready to do now is insert the bag. And Roger, do you have a knife somewhere in your house here in North Carolina? You have a sharp knife?
You gotta pop that. Let me step back. Give it a good pop. There we go. There, that's how you get that.
Where would I find a knife? All right. So what we're going to do, you don't want to go over here. It's called your weak side, because that's where we taped our seam. You can see things coming together now. You can see this on a grocery store in Kroger or A&P, Piggly Wiggly, whatever they have down your way, and probably soon in liquor stores across the country. These old cowboys are about ready to open them up a checking account somewhere. So what we're going to do, that'd be a business checking account, because we'll have to keep it separate for all the tax money rolling in off this legal wine we're about to make. And what I do is just that right there is going to be where your nectar is going to come out. Going to bring the corner of that bag right there, and
nectar? I damn near killed her.
we'll just till it off right there.
Look at that.
There's your spout. Hey people, I think the only thing missing is the wine.
Time to get busy.
Time to get busy. Let's make some wine.
Yeah,
Alright, let's get these grapes washed, because when something's come all the way from Chile, you don't know.
my hardy road till the trailer burned to the ground.
Plus, these are not organic grapes, because those
Mama
things
love
cost
Will
more.
Henson.
Gonna rinse them off a little bit, take the water off. Right here in a mashing bowl.
They don't come around much anymore. Most of the time.
Any pesticides that would be left on these grapes, you know, like an organic grape, I don't guess has some pesticides on it, but even if there were some on it, that right there is going to kill it. Anything on those grapes, that's going to kill it. Anything that's left in the pan, old motor oil, stuff like that, that hasn't gotten cleaned out of there, stuff off of my feet when I stomp the grape,
Come around much anymore.
Everclear is going to kill it.
Most of the time.
Well, we'll just seem to drift from job to
Like
job.
I say, we wanted to make a red Chilean
Even
wine.
work for
So
them
these
bass
are from
boys
Chile,
over in Vimy.
and as you can
One
see
day he
there,
made a
that's
comment
a
under
red
his breath
cigarette.
about Danny Bass's ponytail.
And that way you're going to have a
Of
pure
course, Danny went upside his head with a 12-pound torque wrench.
this is
Pat just
probably
sent the paperwork on over to the hospital.
Cabernet.
It all come
Guess
around
it's probably Cabernet. All right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to get down to the mashing process. This is just kind of the preliminary.
come around anymore. Most of
See, that just kind of blends them together. That's just called the blending technique. And the next thing we're going to do here is start stomping these babies down. It's tiring. All right. Whew, I'm getting excited now. It's time to make some wine. So what we're going to do is get these boots off. Like I told you, you want to stay within health codes and stuff like that. And this being the pilot show that's going to boost our product into worldwide fame and marketplace, I want to make sure people know that the product is made clean. It's made from the heart, and it's made at home. Because that's the way the world seems to be turning now. The day of the highly manufactured assembly line food and wine is going by the wayside. As we all get back to nature, and I've had these socks on for a few days, so I want to make sure I get my feet clean before I get into the grapes. A little bit of soap on there. There you go. Now what I'll do, just so I don't want to water down the wine any. So I'm going to get that little bit of moisture off of my feet. And let's call
Charles,
in
can I interject here for a second?
Sure.
Now that you've cleaned your feet, go ahead and prop them up here. Just prop them over the sink a little bit. In North Carolina, this is, and I don't mean to step in, but what you want to do, you've cleansed your foot, but this is kind of a certification or a thing that they do in North Carolina. What you want to do is you just want to take a little Corona, and what you do is you just give it a little sprinkle there. It's kind of like putting little olive oil in when you're making spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Let's get these up. I don't want to get these jeans dirty, stained in grape juice. And here we go. This is kind of a twisting motion. Alright, here comes the fun part. We got the grapes mashed, so that means the grape juice is coming out. The juice is coming out of the grapes, out of the fruit. And now we're gonna, a lot of people, wineries, stuff like that, California, Italy, they put it in barrels, oak barrels, and let it sit for a year or two, and it's got to be the right climate and all this stuff. And that makes it turn to alcohol. We ain't waiting no month, 2 months, or a year on our wine. We'll be drinking it here in about an hour. I'm going to stomp, got the juice coming out. I open this baby up right here. Can't open that in Virginia, but we're in North Carolina. Or Tennessee, not sure. I travel a lot. Here we go. Let's add the octane into the wine. Wow, that stuff's actually warm. It's warming up my feet.
On a cold day, that helps. All right. What we've got here, you can't just, Charles is doing a fine job, but actually what you have to do is, you could do this anywhere, but it's nothing like a nice piece of linoleum, 1970s style, to stomp on. You got a nice tin bucket. What Charles is doing is what's called the North Carolina twist. He's coming around full circle. Give me the 360 there, Charles. Come full circle. See? Round the horn. That really gets the flavor going. Now he's going to do a two-step, which is actually like a military type march. 1, hop, 2, hop, 2, hop, 2, hop, 2. Now what he's going to do is he's going to do a little disco drag. He's going to do a little disco drag. He's going to pull it back. He's going to mash and mash and mash.
That is basically the moonwalk in a bucket, is what you're seeing right there.
This is this is real stuff. And this is starting to get a nice texture to it, Charles. I think we're going to go about another 25 minutes, so we're going to cut away from the action, and when we're ready, we'll come back and we'll do some what do you call it? Straining?
There you go. Hey, Roger, get that screen door off.
We'll be
We're
right
about
back.
ready to filter the liquid.
This next segment is something I've never seen performed on television ever. This is a dolly shot pulled across old linoleum without wheels. Never seen before on TV. Ready, Charles?
I'm ready. Make sure you don't drag it over the rip in the linoleum.
There's a rip in the linoleum. We're going to try to avoid that, so this is take number 1. You ready, Charles?
Yeah, and only one take.
Take one.
All right, let's get our mixture up here.